Hello, this is Hexy the Grouch, and today we're going to take a look at the Akko Radiant Red switches manufactured by KTT. Like in previous episodes, we are going to use the Bakeneko 60 as our baseline configuration. The only foam used is Stupidfish foam that is located between the plate and the PCB. Full details of the board configuration and my audio setup will be in the description below. I will perform roughly the same test pattern using 5 different keycap sets. Like in previous installments, each run will focus on the letters. The spacebar is the only switch that's different, with a Gazzew linear Thok installed. The Akko Radiant Red is a linear switch manufactured by KTT. There are some important features to note. The first is that this is a 3-pin switch. A majority of switches are 5-pin, where there are 2 plastic guides to help secure the switch. Having 3 pins is only a concern if you are thinking of using the switch in either a half-plate or plateless keyboard build. In any full-plate build, you should be fine because the plate will help keep the switch straight and acceptably secure. The second noteworthy feature is that the switch uses the Kale-style gull-wing latch. This style of holding the switch closed isn't as popular, and it is not compatible with switch openers that work on the Cherry MX 4-pin style of holding the switch together. The final interesting feature is that they are compatible with Otemu hot swap sockets. The width of the pin is narrower than the typical MX switch, so that means you should be able to swap these into your Red Dragon K552 without issue. If you are using a Kale-style hot swap socket, soldering or mil-maxing a board to make a board hot swappable, this will work with no issue. As for general performance specifications, the actuation is around 2 mm, which is typical, but the bottom out happens at 3.5 mm instead of the typical 4. The spring is a little longer than usual with an uncompressed length of 18 mm. Conclusion. The switch sound is good, and I tend to like linears with longer and heavier springs to help flatten out the force curve, so these are up my alley in terms of feel. If you put the switch up to your ear, you can hear some switch scratch. However, installed in the board with only the Stupidfish plate PCB foam layer and a typical typing distance, I could not detect this issue, and the feel is acceptably smooth after lubing. Installation and removal of keycaps seems good. Keycaps were a little loose relative to the collection of the Texi switches I have covered previously. Keycaps remain secure, and just to say I tried, I turned the board upside down and gave it a shake to see if any caps would come loose. They all stayed put across all 5 sets. I would like to thank Switches.mx for providing details about the Radiant Red switches. The information they supplied along with the force curve that Akko provides on their packaging made my job much easier. To be very clear, my thoughts and opinions are my own. Thanks for watching and keep on experimenting.